Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Christmas Day. We're here for our last session of Reading on the Rock for Advent because we're not in Advent anymore.
We're in Christmas.
We are in Christmas, so Merry Christmas. So today we're going to wrap up our series of hope, peace, joy, love, and what do you think this one is? We call this our Christ candle, because that's what Christmas is the birth of Christ. We have a great story for you this afternoon because it's about God's great idea. So Margaret, what are you reading tonight?
Tonight it is God's Very Good Idea, and it's by Trillia Newbell, illustrated by Catalina Echeverry. It's a hard word to say, isn't it? Echeverry. And it's published by the Good Book Company.
Nice. It must be really
must be a good book. Must be a good book. Today's Christmas story is God's Very Good Idea. Now let's see if we can figure out what that has to do with Christmas Day. In the beginning, in fact, before the beginning, God had a very good idea. It was even better an idea than solar panels, or the Super Soaker, or color TV, or chocolate chip cookies, or fireworks, or the life raft, or roller skates, or the X-ray machine. God's idea was to make people, lots of people, lots of different people, who would all enjoy loving God and who would all enjoy loving each other. They would all be made in God's image. That means they would all be like mirrors, reflecting what God is like. Because God is full of love, they would be full of love too. So God got to work and made a beautiful world for people to live in. Then he made the first people, a man and a woman. And he said to them, "Be happy, enjoy loving me and loving each other. Have a huge family that will fill the earth and look after the earth and enjoy the earth." So God carried on creating people. You see all these different kinds of people. Some of them were men and some were women, but all of them were made in God's image, and all of them were different too. Some had darker skin, some had lighter skin. Some liked riding bikes, some had curly hair, some had straight hair. We live in God's world. We are all different, but we are also all the same. Everyone you see is different from you and the same as you. They might look different or speak different or play different, but they are all made in God's image, and so they are all valuable. This is God's very good idea. But people ruined God's very good idea. First, people chose not to love God. And because they chose not to love God as they should, they forgot to love each other as they should. We are just the same. We choose not to love God, and so we are not able to love each other like we should either. Sometimes we treat others badly because they are different from us. People fight with each other. People are mean to each other. But God was not surprised by people ruining things. God had always had very good ideas. And God had a very good plan to rescue this very good idea. So God got to work and came to earth as a person, as a baby, Jesus. That's what this story has to do with Christmas. God being born in a little baby, who then grew up to be a person who loved people who were different than him, who loved people who no one else loved. Jesus always enjoyed loving all the different people he met. And so Jesus shows us how to enjoy loving each other. Now there's more to this story, but we'll do that another time on Reading on the Rock. Today, it's time to love one another.
That was an awesome story.
Isn't it a great story?
That's one of our Reading on the Rock storybooks that you'll hear more about in the future.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, have a very Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll say the prayer. Join me together. Dear God, thank you for the gift of Jesus.
Thank you for the gift of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Hello again, everybody. I'm glad you're back with us, and today, Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Day, and I've got one more candle, and Miss Margaret is going to help us with the Christ candle. Here's as you can see, it's going to be white. White is a special color that is reserved for high holy days, as we call them in the church. But that really just means very, very, very special days. And those are white.
So for today, we'll take our white paper and our last tube. And this time, we don't need to write any words on it because this is the Christ candle and it's just white.
Right.
And we're going to take it and we're going to roll it up just like we did the other ones. And we're going to tape or glue stick, whatever you have, it'll be fine. And, okay, so what do we need for a candle? What's missing?
It looks like a candle, but it's not got a wick.
Right.
And then that means there won't be any light.
Right, there's no flame. Can't have a candle without a flame, so I guess.
How do we get that?
I guess we take our last piece, the circle that we cut, and we take our yellow crayon, and we color in the whole circle with our yellow.
Oh, making it look like bright light.
Right.
Because all the other ones have that too.
And then for the flame, our pretend flame, this one doesn't burn us like a real flame.
Yeah.
So we take our yellow and then we're going to go up and down the middle of the piece of paper to make our flame. You can make it big or you can make it small, however you want to make it, see? And then we'll take our glue and our tape and we will put this right in front of our candle. And Pastor Margaret, where do you think we should put this last candle?
Well, I think that it would be great if it was right in the middle.
I think so too.
I think that would, because we think about Jesus and his birth today, but he's the very center of peace and hope and joy and love. And now our Advent wreath is complete.
Doesn't it look nice?
It looks great, and you've done a great job. All of you at home, I'm sure, have done the same. That's looking good. So that's the end of our series, and we will see you maybe sometime in the future. Have a Merry Christmas and a very special New Year.
Merry Christmas.